Hi, my name is Colt Owen. I'm a licensed professional counseling associate here at Counseling Services, and I'm supervised by Mark Green. So when we think of counseling, some of the benefits we can get are having that neutral soundboard to come in, have an empathetic presence in the counselor, being able to bounce some things off of that you wouldn't normally talk about in day-to-day life. Because, well, it's wonderful to have friends and things like that. Sometimes we get those stereotypical responses from our friends of, oh, everything's great, you're the best, things like that, which are very helpful at times, but being able to come in here and really talk about and dive into some issues going on in your life, I think that's one of the big things about counseling that can be helpful. Well, actually, it first started back when I was an undergrad here, so I did both my degrees here, and thinking about, probably about my sophomore year, I was playing football for the school, tore my ACL, had to sit out for 9 months. Up to that point, I was really focused on teaching, coaching. That was going to be my realm. Then after that, I realized that the mental health side of both athletics, working with college students, and just what I want for my career, shifting towards that mental health side. So that's when I started shifting towards sports psych, counseling, that kind of thing. Thinking about folks that maybe you're considering coming in, not really sure, maybe my problems aren't big enough, things like that. One thing I always like to say is, if it's important to you, if you feel like it's something worth talking about, it definitely is. So the value you place on it is, if it has any impact on your day-to-day functioning, it's definitely something worth talking about. You're going to be met with that empathetic presence when you come in here. I know for myself, and I speak for my coworkers as well, that we're glad that you were able to come in. I know I usually applaud people for coming in. I know this isn't the easiest place all the time to admit, something's going on in my life and I need to talk about it. So if it's important to you, it's important to us. So for me personally, it kind of changes depending on the person. So in our intake session, so the first time we meet, kind of create a plan, see what things are going on, and figure out what we're going to want to do. And then the next time we come in, talk about what we talked about in the intake, see if any changes occurred between sessions, and then just have that being that sounding board for them to bounce what they're feeling, their thoughts, things like that. I do a lot of CBT thought challenging work usually, but as I say in session as well, if I ever suggest anything or say anything in session you don't think will be helpful, I definitely want to know that so we can tailor it to what you think will be the most helpful. So intake sessions, we're looking about 25 to 50 minutes. And then full therapy sessions, we're going to look at anywhere between, we'll say 50 minutes.